Hello, good evening. It's 8 p.m. here in London in the UK. I'm here in Enfield, North London. Good very evening to all of you all over the world. Thank you for being with me. So today's subject is just plant the seed. So what I mean by that, I learned this idea from Jim Rohn. By the way, let me know if the sound is alright, if you can hear me okay. There will be an aircon turning on here every now and then, so please bear with me, okay? So Jim Rohn, he said this thing, you just need to plant the seed and the God has got the miracle going. So the God or the universe, whoever you want to believe, does everything else. So imagine if you want to have a plant or a tree, the only thing you need to do, you just need to plant the seed, and everything else, all the growing, gestation, all the other processes, and the whole process of the tree growing over a few hundred years, there is nothing you can do, not the single smallest thing. So what does it mean? How does it apply to our lives? Obviously, you know, because that is important, yeah? So what it means that in life, it's so easy to get a lot with a little effort. You just need to plant the seed. But you might ask, okay, so I have planted so many seeds and not much has happened. Well, here's the thing. Some seeds may have fallen on a ground that's not very fertile. Some may have been eaten by birds. Some may have just died, you know. And also sometimes you might need to actually water the seeds first for the first few maybe months when they are small. You need to protect them, you need to water them. So that's what it means. And now think in your life, what is your goal? Are you actually planting the seeds that are necessary for you to achieve the goal? So for example, lots of people now want to earn money, somehow make money. So are you planting the seeds? Are you thinking of a business? Are you setting up some small business? Are you starting to do some research, you know, in the area? Are you starting to advertise your services? Have you started talking to people, you know, and saying, hey, I've got this great service of this great product. What do you think? Do you like it? Would you like to buy it? You know, are you planting the seeds? Now, if you have planted the seeds, are you actually looking after them? So once you have established a contact with some people, are you actually following up and asking, hey, do you remember about the conversation we had? Are you still interested in the product? How can I make it better for you? You know, shall I tell you more about it? Do you know some other people? So really, when you realize that the only thing you need to do is to plant the seed and the universe has got the miracle going, that becomes really easy. And obviously you need to keep planting the seeds, keep sowing, and you will reap. Now, why doesn't it happen that people, even though they plant seeds, they sow a lot, they don't reap much? Well, there is another thing that you need to learn. You don't get rich by doing certain things. You get rich by doing certain things in a certain way, or by doing things in a certain way. And there is this book, The Science of Getting Rich. You can find a free PDF online or audiobook on YouTube that explains this concept in detail. Now, what does it mean to do things in a certain way? What is the certain way? Do you know? Well, the certain way, the aircon just kicked in, so I hope it's not disturbing too much. Let me know if there is a problem. So, what was I saying? Doing things in the certain way. So what it means, you need to do things in a confident and calm manner. You need to have the calmness of the mind. You need to be really happy about what you're doing. If you're providing a service, make sure that you are proud of providing the service. If you see someone wants to take advantage of you, you don't become angry or upset. You stop them. You don't allow them to take advantage of you, but you're not upset. You're just like, hello mate, you know, let's not do that, you know, I'm gonna do my own thing, you know, all the best to you. Always send good energy. Also, what did I say in previous videos? What do you need to do in order to be fairly successful in life in anything you do? You need to study yourself. You need to study yourself in particular. So study yourself in detail, you as yourself, not anybody else, and also study people in general. study how people behave, what drives people in general, and obviously that applies to you as well. You will know what drives you, and so on and so on. So that's what you need to do. You know what? I'm gonna switch off the aircon, and when it's very hot, I will turn it on manually. Okay, we have some question from Animesh. So my question is about setting a goal. Can we set it according to finance? Like my goal is to earn 5k per month, or is it too greedy? Okay, there is no such a thing as greedy. Greedy is when you want to get something for nothing, basically. That's greedy. But there is certain amount of money, a small amount of money that you can easily earn without too much effort. But after a certain level, you need to start providing some service, some serious service to other people for which you will be rewarded. There is no other way you can get money. Yeah, you might get lucky, find some money here, win the lottery, but that is an exception. It doesn't happen very often. We are talking about what happens to most people. People become rich by doing things in a certain way, and they provide a service for which they become rewarded. So provide the service that's needed, that people actually want and need, service for which people have money and they are willing to pay. Service for which people are willing to pay, because very often people need something, want something, but they are not willing to pay for it. And then become really good at providing that service. Or if it's a product, then develop a good product, you know, something that people are willing to spend money on. I know it takes time and effort, you know, it does, but here we go, that's life, you know. If it were easy, everybody would be doing it, therefore nobody would be able to sell anything, because everybody would be doing it, yeah? Okay, so finance, yes. Now, it's very important that your career goal has got some money in it. So I already explained to you in previous video that you can have a personal goal and career or business goal. Personal goal, no money really, don't put any money there. So I'm so happy and grateful now that I am in this fantastic relationship, or I have this six-pack or something. Business goal, it needs to have in it the amount of money you want to earn, either in a period of time or on a monthly basis, for example. So it could be, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am earning £3,000 a month, or 5,000 rupees a month, or whatever it is. Or now that I have earned $1 million, and you have a goal of, I don't know, you put a deadline, basically 1 year, 2 years, 3 years max, not more. Now, again, I'm reminding you, if you're broke, don't set a goal of becoming a millionaire, you know, just focus on the next logical step. Something that's a big stretch, but something that you can actually believe in it, something that you can see, you know. If you're broke, you cannot become a millionaire, like in dollars, for example, yeah. I'm not talking about rupees, because that might be easy, but you cannot have $1 million in a bank when you are broke, and you've always been broke on your life. That is just so unlikely to happen. Don't do it. Okay, so now this is important. Listen to that, Animesh, okay? You have the goal of 5,000k per month, but you also need to say how. How are you going to get it? So what kind of service are you going to provide, or what kind of products are you going to sell? And the more you specify, the better. Now, in your goal, don't specify it too much. So you could say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I earn £5,000 or whatever it is a month selling cameras, or providing I don't know, transport services in my local community, something like this. If you're not clear how you're gonna make your money, then make your goal knowing how you're gonna make your money. So I am now so happy and grateful now that I'm very clear on how I'm gonna make my life, I'm gonna make my living, how I'm gonna earn my income, and put all resources into thinking, investigating until you find something that you want to do. It's the most important thing in the world. Find out what it is that you want to do. Okay, forget about everything else. What is it that you really want to do? I know I'm dragging it a little bit, but it's important that you get it, yeah? So I know sometimes we can't do what we want to do, so do the second best thing. you know, the next best thing, whatever it is. So you might not be able to become, for example, a singer and make money with it for whatever reason, but maybe you could make money by, I don't know, organizing events for singers, you know, or something like this. Do the second best thing. Or it could be something totally different, but something that you don't mind doing and you can get excited about this, okay? Right, Piyush Pandey. Hello, Kamil. If you remember your second question, and I asked you a question about, second Q&A, and I asked the question about how to make a decision when you are stuck between two choices, and after listening to your answer, I have finally made it. This is incredible. Thank you for sharing this. Now, do you mind actually telling us a little bit more? If you could tell us a bit more about this, I would like to hear what exactly you have chosen, if that's not a secret, or you could maybe tell us something, you know. How to find real purpose of life. Okay, this is an interesting thing. I actually talked about this subject with my friend today. Now, some people just know what the purpose is. They know they want to entertain people by singing or playing musical instrument, or they want to care for children, you know, or provide some education. It's very clear to them. Now, others, most people, it's not very clear. So what you need to do, I believe, the best thing to do is choose a goal and then follow that goal, and that goal will take you to your purpose. Maybe not immediately, maybe it will take you a month, maybe a year, maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years, but you need to choose a goal and go towards it, because that goal will take you to another goal, then to another goal, and then suddenly, oh my God, this is lovely, I'm really enjoying it, I'm gonna focus my life and I'm gonna do this. And you know, sometimes the purpose is not that you find, it will not be something like, wow, oh my God, you know. People very often look for, I don't know, fountains, fireworks, you know, and whatnot. Don't look for that. Find something that gives you meaning. So when you do it, you feel important. You feel like, wow, I've done such a good job. You know, I'm really proud of myself. I didn't maybe enjoy it like terribly, but now having it done, I feel really good, you know. So that could be something you could do. So keep looking for your purpose, but don't go like, oh, I don't know. That's a trap. I don't know is a trap, and so many people fall into that trap because when they were kids, they just knew what they wanted. Oh, I want to be an astronaut or a fireman or a soldier or this or that. I want to get married. I want to have a house. And now you ask them and they say, oh, I don't know. It's a trap, and you put yourself in that trap. So what you need to do, you need to just realize it's a state of mind. And it's a habit. You have a habit of falling into the state of mind of, I don't know. Because if I ask you, how much is it 2 plus 2? You immediately say, yeah, 4. What's your name? You give me the answer. You are in the state of knowing. You just know. And if I ask you, okay, what's your purpose in life? And then you can say, yeah, teaching and training people and educating, or providing trainings to people who want to listen to me. You know, something like this. Remember, whatever you say, it doesn't need to be immediately it. But if you ask yourself this question and answer, like force yourself to answer every day for a month, twice a day even if you do it, you will come up with some answers that will be, that you will basically give an answer. Some answers will show up more often than others, and that will give you some kind of indication of the direction in which you should be going. Once you have a direction, what are you going to do? You're going to follow it. You're not going to think about it anymore, because thinking is good, but if you don't follow it with immediate action within 48 hours at the latest, it's just gonna fizzle out, disappear, and you will be in the same place. So don't fall into that trap. Okay. Hi Khan, how to study for longer without getting bored or tired? Okay. You need to be interested in what you study. If you're not interested in what you are studying, why do you study it? If it's because it's school, you have an exam or something, well, find out how passing this exam is going to help you in your life. How is it going to benefit you? Once you find benefits, it's really easy to study, because you see, oh my God, that is so important, I really have to study. Now, common sense, you need to be physically fit, mentally fit, you cannot be tired, so make sure that you have a good diet, that you exercise regularly, At least you go for walks, you know, if you can't force yourself to do anything more aerobic, you know. You do all the common sense things and you know them. Okay? Simple. Make sure that what you study is really exciting and interesting, or that you connect it to something exciting, yeah? Some benefits. Crevetta, hey, I'm a very sarcastic person. Most of my friends are also like me, but when I speak with people I don't know well, sometimes I offend them without even knowing. It sucks because that's how I am. Okay, fair enough. First of all, I'm gonna tell you one thing. There's nothing wrong with you. Every person, this guy once told me, every person is a type of a duck. And you are this type of a duck who does this, and somebody else is a different type of a duck that does something else. Okay, so what does it mean? Well, if you know that you have a tendency to do those things, that you have a tendency to offend people, simply have a strategy of dealing with it. So for example, you offend someone, or you think you have offended, you can ask, oh sorry, was that really offensive? Did I come across as offensive? And if they say yes, then say, look, I apologize, you know, I sometimes do it, I'm aware of it, and I'm working on it, you know, but it still happens, so I'm very sorry for that. That's what you need to have, this strategy. Now, how to get rid of it? First of all, you are already in a good way because you have noticed it, so well done to you. The fact that you are aware of it and you want to do something with it, it means that you're a great person. You really want to grow, you are really a serious person, serious about yourself. I acknowledge you for that. And guys, by the way, all of you who are here are already better people, so to say. Not better people, you stand out from the crowd, because you are people who want to be leaders, at least leaders in your own lives, you know, people who are committed to becoming better, to be better people, not only for yourself but for others as well. So congratulations, seriously, you need to recognize that. Even if your journey is just starting, the fact that you started, you are a great person. I acknowledge you for that, all of you. So once you have realized that, start observing yourself, okay? Do not necessarily try to fix it, yeah? Crevetta, also, yeah, Crevetta, yeah? Thank you for the heart. Do not necessarily try to fix it, because very often when we try to fix things, we make them worse, okay? So observe, and out of the observation you will notice what you need to do. Ask your friends to give you more feedback on exactly what it is that they don't like about your behavior. Exactly. Tell them to describe it to you in detail. Once a few people describe it to you in detail, you will really know what to do, most probably. If you have more questions, then come back and ask me, okay? Now it's getting a bit hot, so I'm going to switch it on. Hopefully we should be still all right. Okay, so VRH says that he can relate to that. Yes, of course, yeah, it's normal. Piyush, you said there are no bad decisions in life, and I thought if there are no bad decisions, you can make it real quick without hesitation. Yeah, anyone, I can make it, you can make it, yeah? Anyone can make it quick without hesitation. Now, very good, develop decision. As I said, do you remember what I said before? Leaders, big leaders, they are quick decision takers. They just take quick decisions. However, if it's something serious, first of all, get all the information you need in order to make an informed decision. So if it's something like important, your life depends on it, or your future, don't just pick it up just like this. First, find all the information. Once you have all the information, then take the decision quickly, yeah? Is that clear? Okay. Who are your inspirations? Okay, so I like a few people on this planet. Dr. John DeMartini, he's brilliant. He's got wealth of knowledge. He's amazing. Study his stuff as well. Dr. John DeMartini. Who else do I like? I like people like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, people who have actually made some big changes in the world, people who introduced a new concept, people who united people together for a cause, you know, people who fought hard in order to win and to make things happen, you know. These are my inspirations. If I think of someone else, I'll tell you. How do you meditate? Okay, I already said that before, but I'm gonna say again. I sit down on my bed. I have a spot on my bed which I like comfortably. So I have something. I actually have a what you call it, not backrest, but something that I can lean against. I sit straight with my legs crossed. But the fact is, the most important thing is to be relaxed. Okay, I relax and I do a few things. Either I just focus on my breath, or I focus on my body and communicate with my body, find out what my body is telling me, or I start thinking about my goals, what I want to achieve, how I want to achieve it. That's how I meditate, basically, mainly. Okay, I hope that helps and clarifies everything. Right. When I'm outdoor, I feel constantly someone is watching me. How to get rid of it? Okay, well, so you've got some kind of obsession. Okay, find out what are you really afraid of. Write down, take a piece of paper, ideally take a notebook, not on a computer, yeah, not, write it down. What am I afraid of? Especially when I'm sitting and I think someone is watching me. What am I afraid of? And it could be I'm afraid of that someone will think something of me, that someone will post a video of me somewhere, someone will tell my mom, or anything. Just write it down. That's the first thing, self-observation. I really like my subjects while studying, but I failed once recently, so I am getting bored sometimes. Man, do you know how many times I have failed various exams? How many times other people have failed exams? It's normal, you know, and some subjects are really boring, and sometimes you just need to, you know, force yourself and think, okay, blimey, I have to pass the exam, I'm just gonna study it and I'm gonna cram it and I'm gonna just pass it and I'm gonna forget it. That's how you sometimes need to do things in life. That's the reality of life, you know, so easy. Brisk Turro. Hi, I'm a very depressed person because I think about being lonely and sad and I always ignore. Oh, you retracted your message, okay. So I'm not gonna answer it then. Study for 30 minutes and take 5 to 10 minutes break and then continue against may help you, someone is suggesting. Yeah, that's an idea. Also, studies show that I think we remember for 20 minutes. Usually 20 minutes is where we remember most, so you can study for 40 minutes, so you remember the first 20, the second 20, and then you take a break. But half an hour is good, 20 minutes is good, so you study for 20 minutes, take 5 minutes break, you know. Very good suggestion, Piyush. I'll try to feel better. Okay, good man, Brisk. Yes, I already mentioned it to you. Start practicing choosing a better feeling thought. Read or listen to this audiobook, Ask and It Is Given, by Esther Hicks. She is channeling Abraham, a spiritual being or beings, and she teaches this method. Choose a better feeling thought, and it's brilliant. Start practicing it. Once you get into habit of always choosing a better feeling thought, you'll never be depressed again, I promise you. There is an app called Headspace to help beginners in meditation. Yeah, good app. Yeah, I used it for a while, and yeah, it was good. What were you before meditating and after meditating? What changes you could feel? For me, meditation is to calm me down and maybe get some inspired messages from wherever, whoever, to discover something more about me, to just generally feel better about myself. And when I think of my goals, obviously the meditation is the time when I get good ideas, and after thinking for half an hour or an hour, I have like lots of ideas and like, oh my God, I'm gonna get it done. Yeah, so what are some of your favorite quotes? My favorite quotes, okay, whatever happens, I can deal with it. I'm lucky, things always go my way. It's not necessarily quotes, but affirmations, you know. I don't have like maybe favorite quotes, or what else? Let me see. Money is a renewable resource. I have all the money I need. You know, God richly supplies everything I need. You know, my prayers are powerful and effective. You know, many affirmations. Actually, I wanted to make a video, and I probably will, with my favorite affirmations. You know. How do you get rid of analysis paralysis? Oh, that's a good one. Again, develop this thing called decision, making decisions quickly. So start experimenting, start small. Okay, go to a shop, you do the shopping, and you start thinking, okay, shall I take this or shall I take that? Just choose something quickly, take it, and walk away. And you know what? If you change your mind, you can always go back and swap it. Yeah, but develop the habit of deciding fairly quickly, within 2 seconds. You know, if it's not important, just develop the habit. Study decision making. Read the chapter on decision by Bob Proctor. It's brilliant. Yeah, Bob Proctor, Google it, Bob Proctor decision, read it. It takes around 20 minutes to read it, and read it a few times, or 10 times, 20 times in a month, and it will help you. My two choices were if I should join BSc Agriculture or drop 1 year and prepare for MBBS entrance exam. So I decided to drop and prepare for the entrance exams. Okay, well done. And remember, I also talked in my previous video about this distinction, decision versus choice. So once you've decided something, make a choice. Instead of deciding, just say, I choose this because I choose this, and be satisfied with your choice. I'm happy with my choice, no matter what happens. Even if tomorrow I find some news that would suggest that the other choice would have been better, no, I'm still satisfied with my choice because I have chosen it. I'm gonna stick to it unless something really major happens that will tell me that I need to change my choice. But for the time being, I'm gonna stick with my choice. I'm not gonna change it just because of one event. Okay, simple as that. Why do I feel tired after 7-8 hours sleep? I don't know. Why do you feel tired? I think only you can answer that question, you know. And maybe you need to ask a better question. Instead of why, you could ask, what can I do in order to not feel tired? Let's say if I might give you an answer why, and it might not help you at all. This is what people often do. They ask why. Oh, why is this happening? It doesn't matter. What you want is the solution, not the answer to why. Yeah, and people think, oh yeah, but if I know why, I may find the solution. What if you don't find the solution? Yeah, what if you, after 20 years of searching, you find out why, and you're not gonna find the solution? You know, look for the solution, not for the reason. Seriously, don't look for reasons. It's ridiculous. Okay, thank you. I got a statement. How did you learn to get rid of a headache in 2 minutes? Because you are very intelligent and smart and really helped a lot. And thank you for the video. Hey, you're most welcome, and thank you for the compliments. And the fact that you recognize my intelligence means that you're a fairly intelligent person as well. I already said it a few times. I learned it at a seminar. The person leading the seminar did this to somebody, and it worked, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna share it with the world. Let's see what happens. So that's how it started. Inconsistent sleeping maybe, time maybe, okay, yes, Cravetta could be. Yes, that video is a lifesaver. Yeah, thank you, Animesh, and that's how I found this channel. How to reply someone who older than me if he is judging my actions, like if I want to help have a ponytail, they will simply mock me. Why do you want to reply in the first place? You can ignore them, just say whatever, mate. Or you can say, hey, you're a bit older than me, but you behave like a kid, like a 12-year-old. Why do you want to do that? You know, you don't need to do it. Just stop doing it. And if that person repeats that, just say, hey, I request that you stop doing that, okay? And then you can be more insistent and say, just don't do it anymore. Just don't say it anymore, okay? And if they keep doing it, just ignore the person, just walk away. You know, seriously, why would you want to get involved in someone's rubbish, you know? Just walk away, not worth it. I would recommend you to watch videos, Sadhguru, Jaggi, something. Please, everyone who is listening to this should listen to him. He's a brilliant man. Okay, if you say so, he probably is, yes. What after writing what I am scared of? Once you have written what you are scared of, just the act of writing will force you to think about this. And when you think about this, you will get some incredible ideas. So do this first, and then if you still don't know what to do, come back to me with what you have written and what conclusions you have drawn, okay? And then we'll talk about this. Because now it would be a theoretical conversations. We don't do theory here. We work on specific issues. I'm a little socially awkward. Any tips for confidently introducing yourself or starting conversations with people for the first time? Okay, here's the thing. Everyone is maybe a bit awkward socially. Some people more, some less, yeah? So what you need to do, practice in your mind. Imagine in your mind just that you meet a new person, or you could go back to a situation that has already happened and imagine you doing it again. How would you do that? Go through that in your mind a few times. Imagine the reaction of the other person, then your response, then their response, and so on and so on. Do it many times with the same person, the same situation, then go to the next situation, next person. Maybe do an imaginary or someone you anticipate you will be meeting tomorrow. Go in your mind many times. Observe other people, how other people do it. Seriously, this is so easy. Observe how other people do it. Ask other people how they do it. You know, I'm sure you know many people, at least you know you've got some friends and family, colleagues, friends at school. Ask them how they do it, how they would do it. That's how you learn. Very simple. And also, again, you need to have what? A strategy for contingency. So if things go awkward, things go wrong, what's your strategy of dealing with it? And I said one of the strategies that I use, I just say, oh, I'm sorry, that's a bit awkward or weird. I didn't mean for this to come out like this. And by me saying that, I immediately dissolve the situation. People say, yeah, that was a bit awkward, yeah, weird, yeah. And everything's fine. We continue as if nothing happened. If I need to, I apologize, you know. And if that doesn't work, you know, I just walk away. Well, things happen, you know. Okay, so face it like you faced the monster in your bedroom when you were a kid. Worked for me. Yeah, that's that could be a very good strategy. I already talked about facing your fear, like head on, straight on, look the fear in the eye, okay? It was really great exercise, will take you places. They are my relatives and I meet them every now and then, so I can't ignore them. I just wish I could beat hell out of them. Okay, that obviously depends what age they are. If they are still kind of young, then you could speak with the parents and ask them for help. And other than that, as I said, be like really straight with them and say, look, I don't appreciate you saying that. I request that you stop saying that. I'm not mocking you. Stop mocking me. You're older and you behave like a little child. And you know, if they still want to be stupid, well, just say, okay, whatever. You know, sometimes we just need to, if it's family, unfortunately, sometimes we need to live with them. Once you become a bit older, because I'm assuming you're still young, once you become a bit older, you will have more power over the situation. You can then walk away. You don't need to meet them. You don't need to mingle with them. You can just say hello to them when you see them, and that's it. Seriously. Yeah, just ignore the person, because in school my teacher said if you ever see someone to fight you or someone talking mean to you, just ignore it. And that's what I tell my friends till this day. Yeah, if you can ignore, then walk away. If your life is in danger, then you need to defend yourself, obviously. But if your life is not in danger, just walk away, seriously. And it's just like, whatever, mate, and walk away, you know. Seriously, that's it. Don't, what's the word? Escalate the issue. Don't offend the person. Don't be disrespectful, because that could trigger them more. Just say, okay, whatever, if you wish, you know, and walk away. Really, seriously. You need to think of yourself as a big person, and you don't need to prove anything to anyone. Remember, if you catch yourself that you want to prove something to someone, stop. The only person you need to prove things is you. Impress yourself. I made a video already about this. Impress yourself. Do not impress anybody else. Do not prove anything to anyone but to yourself. And for that, you don't need any witnesses, yeah? If you want to prove something to yourself, do it in a way that no one can see, okay? Or they can see maybe later on the results. Simple. Maria Chrissy, do you remember what you exactly spoke to your best friend for the first time? See, no one remembers what you speak, just speak anything. Yeah, that's a good advice. Yeah, people don't really remember unless you do something really awkward and really bad, then people might remember, but don't worry, you know. Yeah, that's a good question. How do I deal with judgmental parents or aunts and uncles without sounding rude or confrontational? They love criticizing. Well, first of all, acknowledge that you hear what they're saying. So say, okay, I hear that you don't like this and you don't like that, you don't approve of me doing this. Okay, I get it. I get it. And I think you've got the point. Nevertheless, I still choose to do the things my own way because that's my preferred way. And I'm sorry if that offends you or if you don't like it, but that's how I choose, you know. I think that's the best way to talk to your parents, to all the people in your family, because yeah, you don't want to be disrespectful, you know, it's no good. Just make sure that you acknowledge so they know that you have heard them, yeah? Because people keep saying things when they think you haven't heard them. That's usually what happens. But if you tell them, hey, I hear what you say, you don't want me to do this, you don't like it, and I get it. So it's really important that in every conversation you make sure that people know that you have heard them. It's a great skill. Develop it, seriously. Practice. It takes whole life and you'll never be a master of it, but you can become really good at it. Right, next. Even if I don't care what others think about me, I'm still not very confident around other people. How can I become more confident? Okay, think of a person that you think is very confident with other people and it's something that you would like to be like. It could be a person you know personally or some famous person that you know from TV. It doesn't matter. Now, and then focus, what are the exact character traits that they have that you would like? And it could be something simple, it could be a few things, and just write it down. I am really happy and grateful now that I'm really confident talking to people. I speak very well in front of audiences, or I introduce myself with a smile every time I speak to people. And read this many times a day and see yourself, feel yourself in that situation, visualize yourself being in that situation and read it many times. Ideally, you should visualize it and feel it as you read it. But if you don't, that's okay. If you just read it, that's fine. That's how you develop new character traits. And obviously, find out what is it that you're afraid of. Are you afraid of them thinking that you're not good enough or that you're stupid? Are you afraid of making some kind of a mistake? What are you concerned about? And address the concerns, and here we go. What's your favorite time pass activity? Well, that's a good question. I like working with my computer, fixing things, making my computer faster. Sometimes I like to watch videos on YouTube. I love watching videos about cameras, technology, science, the situation in the world. I just like to expand my knowledge, basically. I'm really hungry for knowledge in many areas of life, you know. Other activities I like driving around, seeing new places. I like doing some exercises, maybe Tai Chi, you know. Yeah, that's what I love doing. Or spending time with you guys, you know, talking to you. I wish we could have more of a video conference, but there are too many people there to have them on video, so I hope it's okay for you that you can just reply typing, yeah? What you seek is seeking you. Is that true? Yes, in a way, but it's more like, let me put it in the right words, what you want wants you. But the caveat is that you really need to want it. Not just wish for it, not just hope for it, but you really want it. If there is, let's say, if there is a car that you really want and you keep thinking about it and you get excited about the car, it's like, oh my God, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it. The car wants you. That means you will find a way of getting the car. Somehow you will attract the car to you. the universe somehow will help you get the car. So what you want wants you. It's really true, but only if you really want it and you believe you can get it. So again, if you're broke, don't aim for $1 million. Aim for something that's, you know, within your reach, so to say. Maybe a little bit of a stretch. Yeah, make it a bit of a stretch, yes, but don't go like crazy, because you're not gonna believe it. You're not gonna get it. Yeah. Can we have a Telegram group with you? Okay, I don't know what a Telegram is. I think it's some kind of an app or platform. I haven't used it. Okay, I'm gonna look into that. Let me make a note of it. Telegram. I was thinking actually about setting a Facebook group. So I've got a Facebook page, Kamil's View, but I'm thinking about setting a group. Guys, have you got an idea of a group? Should the group be, I don't know, Mastery of Life, like it's Kamil View, so where we could talk, you could talk with each other, you know, support each other. How would you like the group to be? Give me some ideas right now so we can discuss it. Okay, Brisk says thank you, you're most welcome. I subbed to this channel and yours. Okay, thank you. Is there any question you would like to ask us, Kamil? Yeah, I've just asked you guys. Thank you, VRH, for asking this. You know, good question. Yes. If you like watching video, please watch the videos of the men whom I suggested. Okay, I made Instagram page. I don't use Instagram. I used it for a moment. Didn't grab me, you know. It's very cool. It's a lovely platform, but it didn't grab me. When you were a kid, what was your goal? Like, what job did you want to work for? Because when I was 5, I wanted to be a biologist or a scientist, and I wanted to be very intelligent and smart. Okay, so intelligent and smart, we are usually born with it, you know. However, there are different types of intelligence. Some people are intelligent in one way, and other people in another way. So the tests for intelligence, that's very interesting. Remember, intelligence tests, they measure nothing else but what the tests for intelligence measure. So they don't measure the intelligence, but they measure whatever those tests measure, and nobody knows what that is, but they measure something. They are a certain indication of what is your intelligence around the areas measured by the test. But there is like the social intelligence, I don't know, musical, creative intelligence, all sorts of types of intelligence, yeah? Now, what did I want to be? When I was young, I think I wanted to be an astronaut, or astronaut. Astronaut, I think is the pronunciation. Well, because I didn't have any idea what it involves, you know, but yeah, that's it. Maybe a soldier as well. I was thinking about being a soldier as well. You know, it's very interesting, yeah, what we want to do as kids, and then it changes. How can you exercise your brain for the biggest challenge? Are you asking me? Because if you're asking about yourself, then you should be asking how can I, not how can you, okay? I think you need to have the exercise needs to be specifically designed for the thing you need. So what is the challenge? Okay, what is the challenge? Find something similar to the challenge, okay? There are some apps like Lumosity. There is this service that has some good exercises, but you really decide, you know, anything is good. Yeah, because my intelligence is like history. Okay, so you think you're not intelligent anymore, or what do you mean like this? What do you mean by this? Oh, you mean you're actually intelligent if history is concerned, studying history. Okay, you're very clever around the history. Okay, yes, that's your strong side. Fair enough. Yeah. Okay, guys. So I'm waiting for more questions for you. Please let me know your ideas about the Facebook group, because I'm on Facebook not very often, but I could be, and I would like a platform for you guys to connect as well with me and with each other. So. This is good what we're doing here, but I think Facebook group would be something good. I've been thinking about this for a while, you know. I'd like to create some kind of stronger community, and I think, guys, you are brilliant. So let me know how you feel about Facebook group. Right, so what's your favorite food to eat in your free time? Oh, my favorite food is free food. It's a joke, obviously, it's a good joke, you know. Um, I like vegetables, fruit, chicken. I like Polish cuisine, Italian cuisine. I like all sorts of foods. Rice, Chinese. I like Chinese as well, and all sorts of those Asian foods. A little bit of Indian, not that much, but I like Indian food as well. I don't mind. How to increase concentration to the extreme? In order to focus on something, you need to first define focus. Do you mean focus like for a minute? Or do you mean focus for 2 hours when you are focused on something and nothing can distract you? Because these are two different things. Now, in order to focus on something, you need to place high value on something. Let's say you want to get into your house and you can't find the keys. Suddenly you are focused on the keys, you're on finding the keys, and you are like, really, oh my God, where are the keys? Your attention is there because this is important for you. So if you want to be focused on the exam, make sure that the exam or passing of the exam is really important to you. So find out, think of how passing of this exam is going to help you in life, help you achieve whatever you want, how is it going to benefit you, and then make sure that it's really important to you. If it's important, you're going to focus on it. Simple as that, you know, no stress. Does acupuncture work, like opening up specific portions of the brain which we don't use frequently? Well, I'm not sure how acupuncture could help with the brain itself, but it can definitely help you with healing, recovering various parts of the body. But I know there are some people really skilled in acupuncture, reflexology and other things. They can stimulate certain parts of the body that will make your brain work better. I know that. But is it going to be very effective for you? I don't know. You need to experiment. I had acupuncture for various things, for my nose, breathing, for my knee. It's incredible. I had a needle like this put into my knee, and it was like half of this needle went in, and I couldn't believe that something can go into my knee so deeply, and it didn't hurt. It was from the kind of, I can't show you, under the knee from the side a little bit, but going into the knee. Incredible. So around the kneecap, unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. I was looking at it, and I'm like looking at the lady, and I said, is this some kind of a trick? And she said, no, check. So I took the needle and I started kind of moving it, and yeah, I could feel the needle then inside, and like, wow. Okay. Yeah, my favorite Chinese food is sushi. Sushi, I think, is Japanese, isn't it? Have you done Kiki challenge? No, and I have no idea what that is. I have to ask a bunch of doctors if they have any research opportunities. They don't usually respond to emails, but I feel kind of weird asking random strangers for favors. That's okay. If it's a small favor, you can ask, you know, but best is always to call people or see them personally, visit them in the clinics, you know, and speak with them. Okay, so do you have any tips to do this? I would love to follow you on Facebook. Okay, yes, that would be great. So I'm gonna set up a group then. You're not giving me any information about the Facebook group, what you would like on it. Okay, I'm just gonna come up with something myself, and hopefully you're gonna like it, yeah? Are you sitting in your clinic? No, I don't have a clinic. This is my room, you know. This is my room. I don't have any clinic because I'm not a doctor. I don't do any, you know, therapies. I help people, I coach people one-on-one, or I do trainings with groups of people, but no clinic whatsoever. Okay, any other questions? Because it's 49, almost 50 minutes going, so we will be finishing soon. I'm really enjoying it. By the way, I'm gonna think when's the next one session. Did I tell you? I think I'm gonna make them. I've planned one for Saturday, but I think, guys, I'm gonna actually do it Tuesdays and Thursdays only, and then maybe only once a week, and then I might do something live streaming on Facebook. We'll see. We'll see. So go to my channel's page every day, and you will see if there's something scheduled. You will see there is a video scheduled, and that's how it works basically. And if you click on the bell button on my channel, So not only subscribe but click on the bell button. You should be getting emails from YouTube about my live events and other things. Make sure that you have given YouTube the right email address, okay? Okay, so the question is how to react like gaming when you kid and now. I don't know what you mean by that, how to react. Just let me ask a more detailed question. Show your family sometime. Okay, so my family is basically my parents. They actually live in Poland and not with me. And my sister also lives in Poland. Here my families are cousins and nephews. They do not live in the same house. They live somewhere else in other parts of London or the UK as well. So I can't really show them to you live, at least, you know. Okie dokie, so plant the seed. Remember, plant the seed with faith, with emotion. Whatever goal you have, start planting the seeds and put faith in it. And remember, the universe will take care of it. You just need to make sure, have a look at it, make sure that it's still there. It hasn't been killed by someone, you know. Just pour some water over it, you know, and that's it. Plant the seeds. Hello, sir. Hello, Bill. Thank you for being here, guys. So I think we're gonna wrap it up because I'm not getting any questions. Oh yeah, I might be getting, so please think of some questions because I would like to finish soon. Unless you have some really good questions, then we can continue. Iman, how did you react to gaming when you were a kid and now in your lifetime? All right. How did I react to gaming? Well, obviously I enjoyed gaming when I was very young. I was excited. I wasn't crazy about it, but like most kids, I enjoyed it. Now, well, I don't really play games so much. Maybe once a year I might play Deus Ex, you know, and that's it, you know. So it's cool. It's cool. It's very cool. Okay, guys, quickly. Last chance, and I think we're gonna wrap up, okay? So, how were you as a kid? You need to ask me a bit more specific question, okay? Because I could talk about this for probably 10 minutes, yeah? So more specific question. Think of some good questions. Or were I an introvert or extrovert? I don't know. I think I was quite the same as now. I was outgoing, outspoken, well-spoken. Probably, you know, I was people were calling me a philosopher because I used to talk a lot, and you know, yeah, I was a little bit naughty as well. I was naughty at school, not like very bad. No, just a little bit naughty, you know. So my parents would be called to school often. My mom actually used to work in the same school as a teacher in the primary school, so other teachers would talk to her very often, you know. What do you think of the past and the future? What do you mean? Past is gone, future is not here, you know. Past doesn't matter that much, it doesn't define us. We learn from the past, but it doesn't define us. The future, we create our own future. So remember, when you define your goal, start always as if it has happened. I am really happy and grateful now that I am in that relationship, I have that house, I drive this car. Always in present tense, and always start now that I am really happy and grateful now that, to trick your mind, subconscious mind, that it already has happened, okay? And your mind, your subconscious mind, will make it happen. Da-da-da-da. Okay. I'm looking now at my preview here. It's interesting. I think it's about 10 seconds of a delay, so I can see what I did 10 seconds ago. Oh, isn't that interesting, yeah? Okie dokie, I think we are running dry now, so to say. Guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna think of that Facebook group. I'm gonna set it up again. Come to my channel, watch for those scheduled videos, and come to my Facebook page as well. Kamil's View on Facebook. Please like the page, and we can connect there as well, okay? All right then, so yes, bye. Yes, thank you very much. Guys, remember, you are leaders of the society. The fact that you are interested in developing yourself, in becoming better people, means that you are truly great and that you are on a good path, okay? So what else can I tell you? You are amazing. I'm really privileged to have you as my viewers, as people who talk to me. You know, when you first saw the news or social media, how did you react to 9/11? When 9/11 happened, I still lived in Poland, and I remember I came home and my dad said, "Look, what they're showing at the news. A plane hit in the Twin Towers." And I'm like, "What do you mean plane hit? Is it a movie?" "No, no, no, this is a real news." And I'm like, something's not right. And then the second plane hit, and it was like, "Oh my God, this is obviously not an accident. This was, you know, deliberate action." And I was like, "Oh my God." So obviously I was in a shock. Then the Twin Towers collapsed, and it was like, blimey, this is incredible. Oh shit, so many lives. And then we started learning that maybe this was not really a terrorist attack. I mean, it was a terrorist attack, but I don't believe that some guy in the cave orchestrated this, because when we learned about all the other things, the other building collapsing, the controlled explosions, actually, the people saying the planes could never topple a building, and I'm thinking, you know what, something dodgy has happened there. And it must have been some kind of an inside job. I don't know who was behind it. Maybe Osama bin Laden helped them. Maybe he said, "Okay, you can blame me, you know, I don't mind, just leave me alone." I don't know, and I don't care, but I know a guy in a cave couldn't have orchestrated those attacks. He just couldn't, based on what I know. Yeah, you were shocked as well, of course, we were all shocked, you know. But you know, there is no evil that couldn't be replaced by another evil. So what that means is, don't think that one evil is terrible, because we have learned from many events and recent events that if you remove one evil, very often another evil comes in its place, and it might be worse. Example, Iraq. You know, there was this evil guy, Saddam Hussein. They removed him, and what happened? More people died afterwards than during his reign, because there were suddenly the sectarian wars started happening, and more people died than during his reign. You know, so you remove one evil, and the worse evil shows up. So really be careful. Like, we've got this Kim Jong-il or whatever his name in North Korea, and we think he's evil, but what happens if let's say, if we kill him? What happens then? Maybe a worse evil will happen. We really need to be careful when removing an evil, and only remove it when it's the last resort. Our life is in danger, or somebody else's life is in danger. Other than that, we need to be really careful. What did you think of technology at first? What do you mean technology? What kind of technology? You know, technology is simply a way of doing something. Yeah, Kim Jong-un. Yeah, something like this. Thanks, Brisk. By the way, is your name Brisk, or is it just a nickname? And where are you based? Where are you based? I think this conversation is going in a different direction than we wanted, but it's good. Any conversation is good. So guys, if you have some good questions, I'll be happy to answer them, you know. And this is free. I'm not paying for this, so to say. YouTube is providing this platform for free. By the way, we have to appreciate this platform. Can you imagine? 10 years ago, it would have been probably very expensive to have live streaming like this, and you know, with the cameras would be much worse quality. Now I can have a good quality camera connected to my computer, nice microphone for not a lot of money. Yeah, the camera's expensive and the lens, but it's affordable, you know, and it's amazing. Yes. So I gotta tell you, I lived in Hawaii and we had a bomb threat. Oh, Hawaii, okay. Yes, please don't ask such questions. What questions? What do you mean? I got the name Brisk from the iced tea, but I put 2 Ks to make it feel cooler in the name. Okay, double K. Yeah, that sounds good. Brisk with double K. That's a very cool, actually. Yeah, well done. Iced tea. Never heard about iced tea called Brisk, but anyway, I've never been to Hawaii or or many other places. Yeah. All right then, guys. So shall we wrap it up? It's 9 o'clock on the dot. Okay, you don't like the questions about terrorists and bomb threats. Okay, well, fair enough. You know, not the best subject, not necessarily something that myself, I'm not dedicated to it. I'm more like about other things. But if we have a question while I'm waiting for other questions, I think that's good. It keeps the conversation going, you know. I've been told to be louder and project. I should do abdominal exercises. Any other tips? Well, yes, if you're not speaking loud enough, find a way to speak louder, you know. Yeah, find a voice coach, or there are maybe some YouTube videos about how to speak better, louder, you know, the exercises. Do the exercises. Maybe you need to practice for 2-3 months. I have met people who were speaking really quietly, and I told them just speak louder, and they couldn't. I don't understand. If I want to speak louder, I shout, and there are some people who somehow they can't. And I think it's a mental block. You need to find out what happened in your life and why you decided to speak quietly, why you're afraid of speaking speaking loud. You know, there is something in the mind, most probably. Any good channel recommendations? Yes, Camille's View, it's probably the best channel you can ever come across. Other than that, it's Kurzgesagt. It's a German name. They have another name called In a Nutshell, so it's Kurzgesagt in a Nutshell. Brilliant channel. Vsauce, there are Vsauce number 1, 2 and 3, all of them good. I like Physics Girls as well. Or what other channels are there? Oh yeah, what's the name of this guy? I just watched his video recently, something TV. Oh my goodness, let me just have Wendover Productions, very good channel. Also Half as Interesting, by the same guy actually who makes Wendover Production. And I also like, what's his name, a technology channel, Linus Tech Tips. I like this guy. Or I like Tony and Chelsea Northrup. They talk about photography a lot. They are good. I like the Looper or Looper. These are video reviews. Oh, Cinema Sins. They make brilliant videos about movies, and they're super funny. Cinema Sins, you know, really good. Yeah, Looper, I already mentioned it. And let me see one of my channels. How big is Coca-Cola? He made this video recently. Cold Fusion, yeah, that's the guy. Cold Fusion, he does brilliant videos on many subjects, so I recommend Cold Fusion as well as a channel to watch. Good horror movies. I don't like horror movies, you know, not really. Camille's View is the best channel. Thank you. I'm really glad that you agree with me, you know. I think so as well. Real Life Law, so is it the name of a channel, I guess. Austin Go is a great channel too, because he has exercises for health issues. Okay, yeah, very good, very good. You should watch the infographics show. Oh yeah, I watch them as well. He speaks about everything you could imagine, like when you die, what will happen to you, blah blah blah. Yes, and Kurzgesagt in a nutshell, they do similar subjects as well. Okay, let me see any other channels that I watch and enjoy that I could recommend. I like Engineering Explained, also on Magic Secrets Revealed. I started watching this recently. I think they don't make videos anymore, but if you want to know the magic tricks, how they are performed, it's brilliant. What else we've got? What else have we got here? Yeah, Cinema Sins. Watch, guys, watch Cinema Sins. They're really funny. Tom Scott, he does good videos. I already mentioned Tony and Chelsea Northrup. And yeah, these are the main I think guys that I watch. Yes, Real Life Law talks about the same thing as the infographic show. Okay, live nogging, yes, I've watched a few videos from live nogging. Not my favorite, but yeah, a few videos, they're good, yes. Physics girl I already mentioned. Yeah, the infographics show, yes, I watch it. Yeah, these are the main, I think, the main people I watch regularly. Yeah, Wendover production and half as interesting. Yeah, great videos. Okay, so so 9:06, guys. Shall we wrap it up, or do you have some more things you want to talk about? You know, I can talk for a bit longer, but you really need to keep those questions coming. Otherwise, you know, it's a bit. Oh, I know, I'm gonna make an experiment. Next video I'm gonna schedule, I'm gonna make the delay a bit shorter. Maybe I'll test how short is the delay. Maybe it will be only 2-3 seconds, will be better for us, definitely. Savory, thank you for your live stream, you're most welcome. I really enjoy it, it makes a difference to me. It gives me kind of a purpose in life, you know, having those conversations with you guys, you know. So thank you for that. You make my life. Yes, I am a bit tired a little bit. Yeah, I think so. I think I might be already a bit tired actually. Yes. Thank you for pointing it out. Okay, guys. Have a lovely one. You are amazing. And I'll see you maybe this Saturday. I'll see. If not, then Tuesday, Thursday. Okay? Take care. Have an amazing week and weekend. Okay? Ciao.